Adin Ross just announced that he's officially leaving Kick. And yeah, it's weird because for the longest time, he was the face of the platform. Adin and Kick were the ultimate underdog duo, taking on the giants like Twitch and YouTube and making noise with huge streams and collabs. But now, that dream partnership is crumbling and the fallout is looking messier by the minute. What's wild though is this might not just be the end of something. It could be the start of something even bigger. But before we get into why Adin is leaving and how this may be the beginning of the end for Kick, let's see how this all started in the first place. Adin Ross started as just another Twitch streamer, building his audience with a mix of personality, craziness, and collaborations. That made him one of the most recognizable faces on the platform. But just as he was reaching the peak of his career, everything came crashing down when Twitch hit him with a permanent ban in early 2023. For most streamers, a ban of that nature would be a career killer. But for Adin, it became the beginning of a new story. With Twitch no longer an option, he became a free agent, and that's where Kick came into play. Kick rolled out the red carpet for him. The platform was still starting out, trying to make a name for itself in a space filled with giants like Twitch and YouTube. Adin became their ace in the hole, with Kick offering him a massive deal, rumored to be the largest streaming contract ever signed by a creator. While the exact numbers were never officially disclosed, the deal was definitely worth tens of millions, plus equity.
So you're obviously talking about your deal with Kick. You're saying your deal with Kick is the biggest streaming contract deal that you know of? Like you're bigger than Ninja, bigger than Nick Merckx.
I mean, I'm not going to go into specific numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's the biggest streaming deal of all time. I signed you.
And just like that, overnight, Adin became the face of the platform. You see, this title came with big opportunities, but it also had enormous pressure. Kick's reliance on Adin wasn't just about the content he made, it was about the audience he brought with him. Adin's fan base is one of the most loyal in streaming. These are people who will follow him to any platform, drive traffic, and create buzz. For a platform like Kick, this audience was essential. So Kick poured millions into the production of his streams. We're talking about high profile events, big budget setups, and celebrity guest appearances that kept the audience engaged. They were spending huge sums to make Adin's streams feel like the must-watch TV. And for a while, it worked. Adin didn't just bring his fans to Kick, he gave the platform proper clout. His big moments on the platform, including streaming with former and future US President Donald Trump, and his interview with fake Kim Jong-un. It was equal parts bizarre and hilarious, pulling in a ton of viewers and making headlines for how over the top it was. Then there was this infamous stream with Playboi Carti and the stream with Chris Brown that had fans buzzing for weeks and proved Adin could pull in some serious star power. But maybe the coolest moment was when he casually previewed an unreleased track featuring Drake and Lil Durk during a stream back in September 2024. It was the kind of exclusive content that only someone like Adin could pull off, giving his audience a taste of something they couldn't get anywhere else. Whether you loved or hated Adin, you couldn't deny that he was putting Kick on the map. In those earlier days, Adin's presence made it feel like Kick might actually be able to take on the giants. It seemed like a match made in heaven. But it appears the relationship between Adin and Kick was far from perfect, and those cracks started showing sooner than anyone expected. I think the earliest signs of trouble was when fans began noticing Adin wasn't streaming as much as he used to. Even with his massive contract, his presence on Kick became inconsistent. People started wondering if he was losing interest or just burnt out. Whatever the reason, it wasn't a good look for someone who was supposed to be carrying the platform. This inconsistency wasn't lost on Kick's leadership, and tensions between Adin and Kick CEO Ed Craven began to surface. In November 2024, things took a turn for the worse when Craven allegedly unfollowed Adin on social media. Adin responded by removing all references to Kick from his profile, fueling rumors of a fallout. However, Friends of Adin, such as fellow Kick streamer XQC, have denied that there was a problem.
I hate this. Dude, this guy unfollowed this guy. This guy unfollowed this guy. Bro, nobody's fucking 10 years old, dude. Nobody goes like, oh, dude, I am upset with this person. I'm going to unfollow them on social media. Like, what? That is crazy to me. The other thing with Eddie unfollowing him, I talked to Eddie. Eddie was like, brother, I don't even use those social medias. I only use Instagram.
The streamer appeared to confirm these rumors in another tweet on November 14th from his alternative account, writing, I don't know when or where I'm streaming next. I hope it's sooner rather than later. Adding to the confusion, fellow streamer Sneeko claimed during a live stream that Ross is leaving Kick and going to Rumble based on a text message he received from Adin.
Adin Ross just texted me an update. You guys want to hear it? What's wrong with you, bro? Can you let me watch this? I don't care. I'm leaking it. This fucking weirdo. Also, my background's Yaya Sinwar. I want to fuck you to Brent Fayez. Dude, fix your contract, buddy. Drake, you unfollowed Drake. You unfollowed your CEO. You're going to Rumble and you're saying gay to me. Adin, you made me come to this dead west. Not a dead. I'm over here on Kick now and I'm getting banned every day. You're leaving. Why am I here? Why am I even on this website? To get sexually harassed? It's for you to flake on the South America trip? Huh?
Fan reactions to the news have been largely mixed, with many lashing out at Kick for seemingly parting ways with one of the best talents. Kick really let go of the only person that was keeping their platform alive. Another thing that makes this so wild is that Adin is part owner of Kick. In a recent live stream in November, a viewer asked Craven if Adin left Kick, and his response was, well, really something.
I have not heard anything about anyone leaving Kick, but I'll leave it. I'll let the Twitter stuff do the Twitter stuff.
You know how the internet is.
Where the fuck's Adin gonna go to? Adin's banned from Twitch. He's gonna go to fucking Rumble or some shit? I don't know. Like, he's got nowhere to go. Like, what do you mean? Where's he going? Adin.
While the CEO's reply wasn't really clear, his claims that Ross focuses on engagement farming and Adin had nowhere to go rubbed Adin in the wrong way. It felt dismissive and disrespectful, especially for someone who had done so much to put Kick on the map. When Adin heard it, he took to Twitter and a now deleted tweet and wrote that he now has no choice but to handle this in the way he wants to handle it. Alright, well, this leaves me no choice to absolutely handle this in the way I want to handle this. Instead of dealing with this in private, you want to crack jokes and laugh it off and tell Neon's management that this is all a script. I'm gonna enjoy UFC and give you one last chance to make things right privately with me before I tell and show the world the real you. Things got even juicier when Adin revealed that Kick had offered him an 8-figure deal for a subathon in January 2025, but the deal collapsed amid all the drama, leaving even more questions about what was going on behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Kick was struggling. November turned out to be their worst performing month since launch, which only fueled concerns about whether the platform could survive without Adin. For a company that had invested so heavily in them, this was a major red flag. Despite all the issues it is facing, Ed Craven is still confident that the platform would survive without Adin.
A lot of people jump on. We've seen people leave. A lot of people then come back, and that's fine. That's just like how content creation works. People kind of like, you know, try new things and try other stuff. You know, I think the likes of Adin, right? If like, hey, look, if he was to leave Kick, would Kick die? No, Kick won't die. Would Kick lose viewership in terms of hours watched? Of course. Would it lose community? Sure, there'd be communities left. But I think again, it opens up room for other people to grow, right? I think again, it's a platform. It's a social media platform, and if a social media platform is reliant on like any individuals, that's like a very dangerous position.
Adin's fan base was a cornerstone of Kick's community, and his departure leaves a huge void. On December 7th, 2024, Adin made it official, announcing his indefinite exit from Kick and plans to focus on being reinstated on Twitch. I will make a full video on why I'm leaving Kick indefinitely. I'm going to fully focus on being reinstated on Twitch. This announcement means he's officially cutting ties with the platform that had once given him a second chance. His focus now would be getting back on Twitch, and it might actually happen. Twitch CEO Dan Clancy has hinted that Adin's unbanning isn't off the table as long as he can follow the rules.
I understand the second chance rule and everything. We could always put him on really thin ice. You know what I'm saying? We could get him unbanned, and then if he does anything in the smallest, you could be like, you know what? It's over, and then cut it.
Yeah. I'm open to chatting with him to see where he's at and what he's thinking, to see if he can convince me that he really is different and he's not just trying to get on to just screw with me,
And luckily, Adin isn't going through this alone. Kaisen Nat, currently Twitch's top streamer and a close friend of Adin, has publicly pledged to help him return to the platform. But here's where it gets interesting. If Adin does make it back on Twitch, it could shake things up big time. Right now, Kai is the undisputed king of Twitch, but if Adin returns, maybe that might change. His loyal fan base could shift, creating some serious competition for the top streamer. What do you guys think?